I hope that you continue to enjoy my videos. I love doing them for you, and I love working for our Master Jesus, Archangels, and Ascended Masters as we are now in the fifth dimension. The ascension has been crazy but amazing, and thank you. Hi, guys! Happy full moon in Capricorn. This wonderful, wonderful full moon. I mean, I know I always say that because I always want to come from the positive side of everything. You know, nothing is always just, oh, it's great all the time. But mostly that's what we want to concentrate on is kind of getting to that place. And the Capricorn full moon, kind of this partial lunar eclipse, is because, I digress. Okay. Was getting ready to anyway. Going to try to stay on point here, but what I do is I do new moon to full moon. Now that means new moon in Capricorn to full moon in Capricorn, which would have been the beginning of the year, of course, with our full moon in Cancer, new moon Capricorn. And of course there's always the portal nodes we have to consider about your karmic responsibilities that are going on at this point, and how you grow and need to grow to get to your north node, whether it's either in Capricorn or in Cancer. So this one with the partial lunar eclipse is doing this. It's giving you a second chance to reevaluate, take a second look, kind of give yourself the chance to revisit people, relationships that you thought didn't have a chance, or they're dead and gone, or whatever. If it's still in your heart, if there's still something that's bothering you, if there's something that's still not settled, the cord hasn't been cut, despite whatever cord cutting ceremony you do, shower thinking of just, in meditation or whatever. It's giving you that second chance for everything. It's like all the thoughts that you want to put in your mind, and this is because of where Uranus is sitting. Also, all the retrograde planets, which is a lot of them. I mean, name it, and it's retrograde. Is everything just kind of, it's like the brakes for the galaxy. It's the brakes for our solar system, and we are guided by our planets. We have our astrological signs that we even need to pay attention to medically. What it's doing is it's putting on the brakes. And when all the planets are doing this, I mean, it's like them all working in conjunction, basically, of saying, okay, we are all slowing it down because we want you to take a second look at something you may be missing, or something that didn't have the right timing going on. And this Capricorn it's an earth sign, and that's what I'm going to be doing after this commentary. Is I pulled cards, and as you can see, and I'll show you here. Hold on. I pulled these prior, and hopefully you can see those. Yeah. I pulled those to try to figure out which signs I wanted to do for this full moon, because I'm kind of in this belief system at this point, and of course it could change, that we need to concentrate a little bit more on the signs that need to pay attention to certain things at certain times. So I did let Source tell me with the new moon in Cancer which signs I was going to do, and it pulled my fire signs. And I didn't give you the full blown thing on that. But this time I was really struggling between water signs and earth signs, and it came out all earth. And as you can tell, we have got Taurus, Mercury, all about communication. This is, of course, Virgo, Gemini. So it could have been the air sign, but with this and Mercury, and then guess what? We pulled Earth. So 2, 6, 26 equals 8. This is a lot about communication, a lot about some fast movement, that is going to be rushing in at you in spite of this slowdown with the planets. And that's why they want you to not be intimidated by this. And especially if it's things with this retrograde, it always brings back past things, is to really take another look at it. And what the lunar eclipses, the partial lunar eclipse is doing, is only unveiling part of what could have been unveiled or what you needed to know, because they almost don't want you to be biased, or it's really very purposeful on what's being cut out, because that's what the full moon does. It just kind of eliminates, your new moon is planting your seeds and your intentions, doing your rituals, really putting in the work towards the things you need to change in your life. Your planets, your guides, your archangels, ascended masters are all guiding you. And then what the partial lunar eclipse is doing is eliminating half of that. So they are only giving you half. They're giving you two. Okay, I was going to say they're only giving you half of what you need, but here's the deal. It's like you have the canoe, you have the lake, you have everything, supplies, but you only have one oar right now. And that's because they don't want you to go anywhere yet. And that's why you don't make any big decisions during Mercury retrograde. Gosh, and we've got Saturn, Pluto in retrograde. Mars, Mercury, go for it. Pluto, they're all like in retrograde right now. So it's like everybody's just taking a break. It's like a break from everything before a final sweep, a karmic sweep, what I call a karmic sweep, and this is going to happen during the Lionsgate portal. So Capricorns, Virgos, Taurus will be what I'll be reading for on the earth signs, and it makes a lot of sense because, and it is a full moon in Capricorn, and Capricornians, Capricornus, they all are about providing that. And you think about Capricornia, they're all about providing that abundance. They are resourceful. They make use of what's around them to get to their goal, to provide, to survive, to grow, to get by. They are all about the hard work. They are the most disciplined sign in the Zodiac. They are the Lord of the Earth, basically. And half of that stuff with that partial lunar eclipse has been exposed, but there may still be some things you have to learn, some things you're not ready yet to know, or things you're not supposed to know, or only because they don't want any biased thought process right now, because you really should be going through a process of expansion in your mind and in reaching your higher self, getting in touch with your guides. So with me, the communication that is coming from all of this, because we have the Earth at 26, 2 plus 6 is 8. What's this? Ooh, 2 at Taurus. 16, which is 6 at Mercury. 26 again. 8 again. 88. And 88 could indicate for a lot of people, it is a twin flame number. So twin flames, if you're out there, divine masculine, divine feminines, you really want to pay attention to these signs coming up. If you're involved with a sign like this, if your twin flame is an earth sign or has a really strong placement with these signs, definitely pay attention with that. 88 is pretty strong, and it's scorpionic energy, so it wants to just tear down and rebuild. So we've done a lot of that. So there may be an indication that there's a little bit more to come and to do, and the people that are coming into your life right now, and if that happens, it's all purpose for that intent, because we have to wipe the slate clean for this new moon coming into Aquarius. We were manifesting those things that we needed to be more disciplined about in the beginning of the year. It's like that new moon in Capricorn is like the New Year's resolution, and so we are revisiting those. So go back and revisit what your New Year's resolutions were, whatever you were trying to manifest. Make sure in your heart and your mind that that is exactly what you were truly, truly wanting. If something didn't work that was heading towards your goal, towards a person, towards bettering yourself, whatever it was that is your priority at this point, go ahead and take a second look at if it still exists. Okay? Because you're either going to learn something about it, you're going to find out that that was useful, and if it's a person, this could be somebody you passed over that's truly essential in your life, really, truly important, up until even be your twin flame. And being a divine feminine, I have to tell you, your divine masculine is somebody. And for divine masculine, it's the same thing with divine feminines. This person, your twin flame, who you were cut from, and I do believe that fully in heart, that's just from all the research I've done over the past year, scientific stuff, the stuff I'd gone through in my spiritual awakening, and especially my earthly awakening. There's no doubt in my mind we are spliced. And the same. This is somebody you couldn't even imagine is your twin flame. So you need to go back and revisit that and not pass that up, because the energy of the twin flames is so essential right now. Communication has to happen. Getting to know each other, meet each other, interact is super important. The relationship aspect of it is not crucial. It is an ultimate goal for our guides, universe, God, goddess. I mean, that's ultimately, we have to come together so we all can come back to being one and guide and love. But with that number 88, that's pretty strong. And that also together, 16 equals 7, which means your life path. It means you are guided by your guardian angels and God and the goddess, the divine matter. So numerology playing really, really heavy right now with this Capricorn full moon, which just doesn't surprise me any, because they are very resourceful. I mean, with the Capricorn full moon, it's basically everything I'm channeling is like pulling from everything. I'm pulling from scripture. I'm pulling from numerology, really heavy. It's just really, this is like the summer of love, so I don't really want to touch on career, but with Capricorn, they're all about that work, what gets you there, they're so driven. They have to be the best at what they're doing. They know that they know better than everybody else, you know what I mean, and how to gather and make something out of nothing. They're the best alchemists, and they create everything great. They don't necessarily want to manage, but they will use whatever they have to accomplish their goals in the best way possible. And that is the same message for this full moon in Capricorn with this partial lunar eclipse. So you're going to have to expect and prepare yourself for the major information that you will receive once we get towards Aquarius, full moon, Leo, new moon, Pisces. I almost want to say probably getting close to the end of the year again, before all of this and we get fresh new start again with new moon in Capricorn. There's just this structure that is screaming to need to happen, but it's also the universe being on your side and saying, take another look. Yes, look behind you. We're slowing everything down so that you get a moment to think about your future, your life path, especially coming up to that 88, 16, or 7, and where you need to be in your life and the divine love that is meant for you, especially twin flames. This may very well be, and we'll see how it comes out with the cards in the other readings, all about twin flame love this summer between the earth signs. So that's my recommendation Also, we have to pay a lot of attention to Black Moon Lilith in Pisces. And if you have a strong Gemini placement as well, because we're talking about communication and Mercury, so Virgos and Geminis, it's going to be about you as well. So, New Moon in Capricorn, we're going to be doing readings on, and happy full moon, by the way, and this is going to be great. I know it's going to seem tough. Capricorn energy is tough. It's Saturn. It's Mars. It's carrying through that Scorpio energy. It's just Scorpio taking that break, watching you decide which path he's going to take, or which path he's going to notice that you're missing, and eliminate, and you may bypass a chance that'll never come again. So guys, really take this gift from the universe during this full moon, in Capricorn. Okay, that's our energy, guys. Communication, legacy, possessions, hard work. 6 is also about reconciliations, thinking about the past, coming together on ideas, re-evaluating, even getting away from old stuff if you make that decision. But listen to your guides and listen to your meditations. Listen to communication. I know it's Mercury retrograde, but try not to fall into it. Look at your natal chart. See where your placements are. It may not affect you very much at all. And don't let yourself not use things you use for communication because of this retrograde energy. You would be so not giving yourself any favors. So, okay, going to do these readings coming up. So we're going to start with, of course, Taurus, and then Virgo, and Capricorn. So happy full moon, you guys, with partial lunar eclipse. I know only partial things were exposed to you guys. The universe is taking it easy on you. Really, they are. There's so much only we can take, and we've been hammered over the past year and a half with these planetary positions. Yeah, for real. So let's do these readings and have a happy full moon. Earth signs coming up. Okay, guys? Talk to you guys later. Peace out. Shavanna here.